Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of The Bumbling Butterfly. By the way, I love that new logo that I created. Okay, shout out to GRWM. It's an app where you can turn anything into videos, so that's awesome. But this week on The Bumbling Butterfly, it's a sort of get ready with me and food prep and all my meals and stuff like that. And then I went to I went to two of my favorite restaurants, but I forgot to get content in one of them. But a second one, a ramen restaurant. So I'll get a whole bunch of yummy footage from that. And I changed my nose to Louis, little daisy and some butterflies. So yeah, all of that. Thank you for watching. Steaming veggies. This week, this is going to be the side dish to my meals, Monday through Thursday. So this is it sectioned out. I had some leftover frozen veggies that I put at the bottom. Oh, you can't really see that, can you? Some corn and veggies, corn and carrots. And yes, I'm watching Sex and the City while I food prep. And then they are all green beans, squash, and zucchini on top. I added some marinade. So at the apple picking thing, they had a whole wall of sauces. So I got this and I added it. I put a little too much on that because it blobbed out, but I added it to my veggies. So they'll marinate in that while they're in the refrigerator. Yum. That's my food prep. Protein pancakes. The actual pancakes are protein, and then I put some cottage cheese on top. Cottage cheese, and then I got this apple cinnamon sauce from the orchard I went to this weekend. Yay, yummy. So I got what I thought was pita pockets, but they were Greek style flatbread. So I was going to make BLTs with turkey, bacon, tomatoes, and then lettuce with green goddess dressing. But now I'm making it kind of pizza style because I thought I was getting pitas. So that's my lunch. The dish, I know it looks like a ton of food, and it really is, but those are all just veggies. So it's literally probably like 60% of the plate is veggies, and it has a Thai chili sauce on them, and then that's kielbasa technically, but it's half of a link because I cut all the pieces into tiny pieces, so it looks way more than it is. That's a trick they teach you in Weight Watchers. You use different sized dishes and you cut things to make you think that you're eating more. But yeah, that is my dinner for tonight. So I'm choosing a new ring to switch with. Oh, it's a little off balance. So this is the one that I have now. These are the options. So these are the ring options, like full ring. You have a little hanging diamond. That might be annoying since I'm not super used to nose rings yet. That one might be a little annoying. And then these two. I'm thinking I might kind of go for that one because it has butterflies and a daisy. That one's really big. So, I don't know. And then these are the sort of inappropriate ones. I would probably wear if I was going to like a rave or something. And then these are the horseshoe ones. So like if I ever had a conservative internship, I'd probably wear like that one because it's the least obtrusive. But these are the other ones. So I might switch to one of these. I mean, that one's kind of cool. I might switch to one of these. And this is the before shot. And this is after. So I like look up my nose. I don't think I have any boogers. But look, there's a little daisy and two mini butterflies. So a little less in your face than the other one. My favorite drink ever. It's a Japanese fizzy drink. There we go. Make soup. cafeteria ramen stuff. Okay. This is a really cool bag with like a graphic novel. This is the beginning of it. Of her like falling in love with ramen. And then you flip it. And it's the end of how they created ramen. That's a cool thing. I've never seen that. Okay, so this is Bird of Paradise. And obviously it's called Bird of Paradise because it's supposed to look like a bird. Now, I don't know what people thought of as like kids when they saw this, but this is what I thought it looked like. And this is what it actually looks like, and this is why it's called Bird of Paradise. I'm all here thinking that it looks like some like freaking, I don't know, like Jim Henson like monster with like weird crazy teeth and shit, like, but no, it's pointing downwards. I thought it was like a big mouth with a tongue. Yeah, no, totally not. I just thought that was funny when I saw it in front of me. I had to film it. As a closing thought, I want to discuss the idea, because I also just went to ramen, so I was thinking like Japanese related thoughts. I want to discuss the idea of the Japanese art of kintsugi. But anyways, kintsugi, as you can see by this infographic, is the idea that broken pieces put back together or make it much more unique than when it was whole. And it adds to the piece's history, and it makes it in a lot of cases, it makes it a lot more valuable. Like way back when, in like ancient Japanese culture, they would do it with gold, so it really literally made it more valuable. But nowadays there's a specific, if you do it the traditional sort of modern way, there's a specific substance they use, some kind of powder, and you mix it with stuff, and I don't know, but I don't know the name of the stuff they use, but it glues all the pieces together. And then a lot of times in like, you know, on Etsy and things like that, they'll use like a clay, or they'll use other things to stick the pieces together. That's kind of the westernized version of it, but it's interesting because I feel like, you know, I came to LA after my life kind of fell apart, and when I put my life back together, it was way more me than I ever was before. So I kind of had to break a lot of things that were happening to me and to become who I was really meant to be. And so I've always related to the idea of kintsugi. So here are a few ideas of what kintsugi could be. Yeah, so just as an idea, I feel like I'm kind of an example of kintsugi, and not in an appropriate way, culturally appropriating way at all. Obviously, I know I'm very aware it's Japanese culture, so I don't mean it in that sense, but I feel like, you know, like I said, like I broke a lot of pieces in my life and I put them together, so I've always related to that idea. And I would love to go to Japan and actually see kintsugi get made or things like that. But yes, that's closing thought. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.